Hi, this is Ramirez with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts. Today I'm here with one of our fellow instructors and also my primary polearm partner and opponent, Tim. And today we're going to talk about polearms from a left-handed perspective. We're going to go into some basics. We are using right now to demonstrate the Purple Heart pole hammer. Normally when we spar, we do not, because we're using Fightning, we normally use the Descendant leather from the review earlier, and if you have trouble, I'll try to link it below. If not, it's in my channel. These are primarily for harness fecting or armored combat, but since we had a break recently with one of those, we wanted something that was comparable in size, so we are switching to the Purple Hearts for the purposes of this video. I wanted to start out with just some basics about using a polearm. Typically, you can either hold it in such a way that your thumbs are pointed towards the towards the head of the weapon, or to hold it with the thumbs kind of pointing towards each other. The advantages to thumbs towards each other is it kind of gives me a lot of changing movement. Obviously, I have more control power if I keep those thumbs in the same direction. So that's something you should keep in mind. Those should be your two primary holds. Now, there are two ways of approaching things. I can approach from the head, and if Tim flips, you'll see it's a little better. A lot of times you have a butt spike, or I have just a blunted point, so you can flip that. Now, if you already do rapier or some type of fencing, basically you can kind of come under or move over the blade. But the thing is, unlike a rapier, I have a whole other weapon waiting. So if I'm on guard and I come up, I have that to come forward. Now I want to show you how this is going to work. You can tend to come upwards, which you'll notice I'm shorter, kind of makes a little sense. When he comes upwards, he has a little trouble angling upwards, not downwards. There you go. There is a little weird for him. Not entirely, but it's a little problematic. Some of the differences here, if I was right-handed, and we do this, we kind of both have purchase on each other if we both come forward. We both have kind of purchase on each other's bodies. Being left-handed, which means my left hand's at the top, we have that, but someone establishes kind of dominance. He could do the same thing by pushing my blade out of the way and being in here. That's a little different. I want to think of capturing his weapon. If I've gotten purchase here, he'll want to follow through with the head of his axe. Now, because we're on the same side, if we'd been righty, it'd be here. But as a lefty, I can gain purchase here and follow through with an attack. If I'm coming in pole hammer first, and he's here. So you're coming in with the butt spike again. The idea being, if I can gain purchase here before he can get there, I'm blocking him here. So even though he wants to come and attack me, he can't unless I let him. And if I let him, I'm going to push this out of the way and follow through. One of the things to kind of keep in mind as a lefty is that any engagement, if I can get him to counter or even to attack, so in this case I'm going to kind of use a cross. So as he comes in, I'm getting out here. Now watch what happens when he tries to follow through. He's also here, and he's in a very vulnerable and weak position, getting to that outside. I've already talked about this in regular left-handed fighting. Anytime I can get out here, generally is going to be good. If for whatever he does, do you want me to attack first or you attack first?
I can attack first.
Fantastic. So if he comes in, and I can get him to commit. Now he's got to follow through somewhere. There, watch how I'm bringing this into his body. Hooking and blocking, as long as I can stay out. If I want to get out further, he follows through there. Let him go. Get out here. You'll have more opening. If I can move out here, we were talking about this earlier about jousting. Once again, if we were in theory jousting, we would have that line. Now, I'm going to do it wrong because I'm left-handed. So go ahead. The line is actually here. So rain hand, there you go. So the idea is I want to be out here. and strike him this way. He's going to try to strike the same way, but because I'm a lefty, well, are you being a righty?
I was being a lefty because...
No, sorry, be a righty. So if I'm here, that parries that and allows me to come in. And the same idea is true here. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, if I can get outside. So sometimes I might do a cross. This will allow me to be out here. Now, the only option he really has, if he tries to come up and down, it's not good for him. His only option is to go under. No, with the head. There. That's his option. Now let's see what happens. If I come in, I block this up, he comes under. So, once again, if I'm moving out to the side, that's where a lot of my openings are going to come in. Try to avoid things that put us over here. So, I want you to attack me again slowly. So if I come here and now I try to go over here, you'll notice when he goes for his return, I don't really have a whole lot. So whenever I try to make an attack, and there are a couple of simple things that you can do. If you like this video, comment, or you want to see more of this type of stuff, comment, so we'll do more of it. So I can either do a cross. That just means that I'm either going to take one of these two ends when he comes for his attack and use that to parry. I can parry there. I can parry here.
All right.
Now, once I do that, I can go up or down. I don't tend to go down because I'm a shorter person. If he was attacking, thanks so much. But if I'm attacking up, I can kind of come here. Normally that's towards the face. But ideally, just think about this for a moment. So it's kind of like kayaking. If I'm here, so if I kayak, or here I can kayak, or I can kayak. But once I've kayaked, especially if I'm coming out this way from my right side, kayak, follow through by going around. I got this, I got the head, I've got this here to hammer down. So once again, I want to think about that I want to move out to the left. You do not want to statically fight polearm. So I don't want to be here like dum 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 dum. Not good, not good. I want to eventually get somewhere around. And as we get into more of the harness side, you can trip people up, catch the leg. There are a lot of different plays, and you can watch a bunch of videos for right-handed techniques. Some will work for lefties, some won't. Some things that don't work for righties work really well for lefties. What I want to leave you with today is this idea that no matter how, if I'm out here, the idea is eventually I want to get over there. If I get this way, I still want to get out there. If I stay here, he can follow through, which he's trying to do there. But if I can just get, as soon as I am over here, now I've got heft. He's in this really twisted position. Even with one arm, this is not good. With two arms, it's not. I can also do this very slowly. He comes in. I'm actually trying to either go for his hand or go past. Now if he goes to thrust on me, I can just take him down. There are a lot of other nasty things, but once again, we're not equipped. This is just some thoughts and about being left-handed, moving out to the side. Once again, think about your polearm guard, which is thumbs towards the head or thumbs inside. Paddling action. The idea of the cross, so we're turning it one way or the other. The idea of, once again, I am moving out to my left and that I need to parry. Think about thrusts coming underneath or over. So he's kind of got an over position. You'll notice I have under. I can come up under and this will work. Or I can come over. But generally that's what we do. I'm not going to thrust him because once again we don't have our equipment on. And the same thing, if he does that to me, he can come under or he can come over. And that's a lot of where we enter from there. The reason is we have a follow through. So we have that nice follow through of something to do. If he comes over, he can follow through. So he comes over and follows through. And this is a very weird position for me to be in. You'll notice I've stayed in the same line. The same thing. So he comes over, I move. Now I'm here, or I'm in a really good position. I'm going to turn just a little bit for you to see this. If I catch right by his hilt, I can actually pull that right out of his hands. So once again, these are just some thoughts. Thank you for being my dummy for this. Once again, this is Ramirez and this is Tim. We're both teachers here at Title I Renaissance Fighting Arts. We're based out of Norfolk, Virginia. And I will see you in the next video.